Hey crew, it's Pitt, and I'm back on another reaction video. Today we're going to be checking out a hot new drop from Five Finger Death Punch. This is Judgment Day. Let's dig in and see what's up. There are more people trapped in slavery today than at any other point in human history. That is truth and a travesty. An estimated 40,313,141 people. 40 million and rising. State Department estimates more than 26,989,069 people are victims of human trafficking. I know that's hard for y'all to read sometimes. So 25% of human trafficking victims are children. And that's one of the ways it happens, right? It's not always just snatching them off the street. It's convincing them that you have a better way. And then they wind up with little tattoos that identify who they belong to. That's trafficking too, right? We have a whole glorified system talking about the people that participate in that. And yet, it is still human trafficking. 4,959,000 children globally. 10,000 and rising in the United States. It goes on where you are. It's hard to admit that. It's hard to think that. It might be in the neighborhood with you. It might be the houses 3 doors down, the apartment 2 floors up. There is no telling where this is happening around you. It is happening. It is happening all over the place. Try to look, try to identify, and be ready to report if you do, right? It's hard to act unless it's very blatant. But if you see some stuff that's really, really shady, get over the stigma that you shouldn't call and just call. The sheriffs will go out, they'll look at it. If it's nothing, it's nothing. But if it's something, you might have just helped somebody to live. So, do that. I would never condone vigilantism. I would never do something like that. One of my favorite movies growing up was Next of Kin. Can I help? Mama Bear, can I help you? Amy, what if my foster dad finds me?
You gotta watch for the shot, beware the ricochet. Dance, dance, motherfucker, till the fat bitch sings. Getting one for the chamber, two for good health. Know a little about evil and a lot about hell. Playing ring around the daisies with a shotgun shell. If you're gonna take a life, better keep it to yourself. Seems every time I think there's just a little bit of hope, someone comes out swinging with a dead man's robe. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, and damned if I won't. Doomed if I try, doomed if I fail. Damn you all to hell. I'm no angel, I'm no savior, and I've never been a saint.
I am no angel, I'm no savior, and I have never been a saint. I try really hard to walk a fine line of nonviolence, right? I don't know how I would react in a situation where if I saw somebody literally being snatched in a van, there is no doubt how that situation would end. Like, none. But, it's the iffy ones that get you, right? It's the iffy ones where you're not sure. Like, I don't care if I die saving somebody. Like, I signed up for that shit years ago, and that's still good today. So if I see somebody being forcefully tossed into a van, we all fixing to have a discussion. That's fixing to happen. And I discuss things efficiently. And so that's one thing. But what happens when it's not as obvious, right? When it's not as blatant, when you don't know, like how... I used to be a violent man, and I'm not anymore. And I don't really condone violence these days. But sometimes the law doesn't work.
Down the drain, dance, dance, motherfucker, till the war drums play. I know a little about death, a lot about pain. I ain't ever seen a storm that don't end in rain. Gotta pay the Pied Piper, every dog will have his day. I don't stress the mess, cause it's all so cliche. You can run around in circles, but it always ends the same. You'll be swinging from the end of the dead man's chain.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the song too, right? Like, I'm trying not to stop it because there's not a whole lot to discuss. It's just really good. And the video, like, it's very distracting, so it's hard to keep track of the words and the song, and the video at the same time. So it's very entertaining. I'm gonna have to watch it multiple times. But the beat is awesome. The word, like, everything's flowing perfectly. So, like, I don't have a whole lot to stop and talk about. I'm just enjoying it. So I hope y'all are too. All right, but I do have to criticize, though, right? Because if this is me in the situation, and I've got this instrument on my back that I can swing around and mess up a whole crowd of people right in front of me, I'm not going with hands first. It's just not going to happen that way. Right? If I'm going in, I'm going in. And we all fixing to, like, until they take that bat away from me, I'm going to be swinging the bat. Like, there's a lot of people right there. You going to pull your hands first? No, boss. God damn you! Like, people talk about fight with honor. That's some bullshit, right? If you in a fight, then that's some real shit. And don't play like it's some boxing match. Don't play like you're in the UFC and you're gonna leg bar somebody. Don't do that shit. Stop it. Stop it quickly and efficiently. You should not be in this situation. Stop it. Oh, okay. Like, he's like Superman's. If I have to pay the eternal price for this situation, then that's cool. Like, for real. Like, I know it's trivial to say shit like that. Like, people imagine lakes of fire and burning sulfurous things. And it's whatever, bro. Like, it's whatever. If I got to pay a price for handling a situation that arises such as this, it's just whatever. Boss fight. Oh, he done broke the stick. See, that's why you should have used the stick first. Now your hands are all worn out. Damn, son. Damn, son. This Superman just knocked out like 9 people. And he just, yeah, all right. Your boy made out of kryptonite. Boss fight failed. Would you like to respawn?
Judgment Day.
That's what's up. Get him out of there. And she's like, yeah, I did that. Alright. To Valhalla, my friend. The halls will bring you in, eh? Yes, sir.
Calling all units A211 at 675 Main. Backup needed. Officers are on scene. Code 3 response.
7825, code 6, 105 North Avenue, 52. Call again. Call back again until the 600 on line. If there is no
Judgment Day is coming. It is indeed. Are you ready? I love this. This is one of the best cinematic experiences I've had in a while, right? Outside of going to the cinema. Like the last movie I saw was Tim Ballard's movie. And before that, it's been a decade or so. So I don't have a whole lot of experience recently. I don't care for most of the pop culture stuff out there. This was a nice, engaging video, right? Like this wasn't just singing, which is cool. I like it when they do that too. But this was an engaging thing, and we get that from Five Finger Death Punch a lot. Like we started, I forget the name of the song, but about the veterans, and like they have a cinematic way of telling their story through their songs, and I really like that about them. That's why I wanted to jump on this song while I was new. This was great. I absolutely enjoyed this all the way through. This is definitely an issue that we need to bring light to. We need to be talking about this just as much as we talk on this channel about mental health a lot, but we don't talk about slavery a lot, but it's a real thing. Like it's something that needs to be addressed. And I'm glad that there are people out there with the balls to do that. I'm glad that there are people out there that will put this into music and into video, and to raise awareness of the fact that there are millions of people right now being sold in slavery. Not just in the United States, but like literally on blocks, in chains, in open air markets. Literally on the streets being sold like cattle right now. That is a real thing in other parts of the country. Here we keep it under the covers. Everybody doesn't know, right? Everybody has no clue. And for the most part, people are oblivious. We don't know how to recognize the signs, but you can bet your ass if somebody comes through my neighborhood in a shady van, I got my eyes on them. I got my camera set. Like, we gonna catch somebody up around here. Because I don't play that game. If you know my history, you know I'm definitely not playing that game. And so we need to be ready to address the situation. There's a stigma around calling the police behind domestic issues. Now, if your neighbor and your wife are arguing and they do that all the time and they enjoy that, because some people do, then stay out of it. But if it's a rare occurrence, then you should be calling the police, because it might be a difficult situation that needs to be addressed. If it's excessive, right? Grant leeway, but if it's excessive. But what about these kids? Like, I got somebody down the road, like, I'm watching them. I really am, because you never see them, right? You only see him leave, and the wife and the kid are never outside. Like, I've been here 6 years, we've seen them 4 times. I watched that house, but like, there's nothing. Like, maybe they're just private, but still, it's weird to stay hidden like that. I'm not calling the police to tell them to go check that out because I haven't seen anything outside of that. You never see them. Like, the kid never comes outside, or it really is weird. Like, I know it sounds weird for me to say it. Like, these people never come outside, but never come outside. Anyway, this was great. It's bringing awareness to something very important, something that we need to be on the lookout for, something that we need to see the signs for. That's where I was going with that. Like, keep aware that people are snatched. Grown people, children, infants, it doesn't matter. They can take a 6'4" man. They can get you. It does not matter. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware that they want people. It's not all sex traffic. They use people for slavery in mines and on farms and all over the place. It is a big market still in this world, and we need to be aware of that. Five Finger Death Punch, thank you for this. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up before I rant too much more. Y'all get back over there and show some love. Give them a like, share, and a sub. Throw them a comment. The link will be provided, as always, in the box down below. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me. I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. You're perfect, whole, and complete just the way that you are. This has been Pittstake. Peace.